Hi everybody, I'm Miss Karen at Adams Memorial Library in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, and welcome to our June Inquire Within program. Well, if you've been to the library this summer, you might know that our summer reading theme is Adventure Begins at Your Library. So for our June Inquire Within program, the theme is Adventure Outdoors. So if you're going outside, you definitely need to take your water bottle, but if you're very still, maybe some butterflies would come and land on your bottle. Maybe you'll see some flowers outside. Maybe you can go on an adventure at night and you might need your flashlight, so maybe you can do some flashlight art to enjoy outside on your adventure. But we have other things to keep you covered for this summer too. So if you are outside exploring, an explorer on an adventure needs a magnifying glass. So there'll be a magnifying glass in every kit this month. And even your own journal, so you can take notes on what you see with this cool Summer Chase journal. So the kits we have available will be down in the children's room. You can come down to the children's room and pick one up, or you can always call the library and reserve kits, and we would have them upstairs for you so you can pick them up through curbside service. But either way, we'll have the kits as long as they last. And if you're not able to get a kit, or if you're not able to come to the library, you can always email us at kids@adamslib.org, and I'd be happy to email you the information about this month's kits so you can have adventures all summer. There's going to be a summer activity kit with your favorite PBS Kids friends on it for different things you can do. There's a reading chart, and if you're doing our summer reading program, which I hope you are, you will probably need a place to record all the cool books that you're reading this month. And there's some other animals that, from Molly of Denali, you might not see a moose or a red fox or a bald eagle this summer, but if you check out this guide, you'll learn some information about them. Here's an activity from Curious George. You know, Curious George loves to have adventures. And for this activity, he's learning about camouflage and how different animals and insects use camouflage to hide. So the idea for this particular activity is for you to camouflage a butterfly so it can be somewhere in your house. So if you're going to have it on your couch, you would make the butterfly couch colored. If you're going to have it on the floor, then you'll make it rug colored. If you're going to have it outside, then you can make it grass colored or flower colored. So wherever you put your butterfly, that's how you're going to camouflage it. Here is a Rough Roughman scavenger hunt. And Rough Roughman would like you to look for something that's smooth or rough or bumpy, prickly or sticky or fluffy or glossy. Ooh, shiny and glossy. And then you can write what it is. So you've got all summer to go outside and do that. Here's another summer checklist. And here, this one has a lot of new things you could try this summer, like trying a new fruit or trying a new vegetable. I would like to do that. Or looking at the moon. I love to look at the moon. That's one of my favorite things. So I hope you get to do that too. Learn a song by heart, build a fort. Kinds of fun you can be having this summer. And if you're looking around at the birds, the cat in the hat would like you to draw a picture of the bird you see. So that's a good way to observe. You have to be quiet so the bird doesn't fly away before you can start drawing it. So that would be good if you're having adventures with birds this summer. Here's a way to document that. And we also do have these crafts available in the kit. The materials for the kit will be, the materials for the crafts will be in the kit, and I'll tell you about those now. Now, if you're going out at night to look at the moon, you might need a flashlight. And maybe you're waiting for the moon to come up, and maybe you would like to have some flashlight fun by decorating different shapes to put on the light on your flashlight and make flashlight shadows. So in the kit will be a piece of construction paper. And all you have to do to make these flashlight shadows is make a circle the size of the light on your flashlight. So cut that out. And if you want, you can put a little handle on the end like this. That way, if your paper fits on here, you can still pull it off. Mine's actually a little bit big. I need to trim it down a little bit to fit this flashlight. But once you've got your circle and the handle, if you want it, you can make a shape in it. So you can make a heart. And then if you shine the light through, I don't think you'll be able to see on this one, but if you shine the light through, then you can make heart shapes on a wall or on your hand or someplace. So this one looks like a star. One looks like a heart. Those are the ones I did. You can use your imagination to do what you would like. You can make it look like a smiley face. You can make it just do swirls, and you can move the paper back and forth in front of the flashlight and do some experiments. See how that looks. You could even hold it up and when you're looking toward the moon and see if you can maybe make some shadows with the light on the trees or something like that. So that would be for your outside adventures at night. But for your other adventures, you could make a fancy flower like this. Now this one is something that Rosie from Rosie Rules would make, and there's information in the kit about how to do this, and they're called fleurs de papel. So they are flowers made of paper, and these are made of tissue paper. In your kit, there will be one of two kinds of tissue paper. There either will be ones that are already cut like this, because this is the size you need, 8.5 by 11. Some of it is already cut. Some of it, if you have this kind, you'll have to cut them yourselves. So these have longer and wider pieces of paper, but there's enough to make this flower. You would put together 6, 7, or 8 pieces of tissue paper. So if you have the longer paper like this, you'll just need to make sure you cut out 6 or 8, 8.5 by 11 pieces. If you have this kind of tissue paper, it'll already be cut to 8.5 by 11. What you do when you have your paper is line it all up just as carefully as you can. For this, you want it to move slowly. You don't want to rip the tissue paper because it's fragile. You don't want to have wet hands. You don't want to get the tissue paper wet. But when you're all ready, you will line it up, and then you start folding it, and it's called accordion folding, because first you will fold it this way, and then you will turn it over and fold it this way. And I'm not doing too well with my folding because I'm just holding it up like this. But when you are doing it, you probably want to put this all flat on a table. Take your time and go back and forth. The instructions say you can make it 1/2 inch or 1 inch. And if you have more tissue paper at home, you can try to make more. See how it goes and see if your flowers look different. So this can be your craft experiment. See how that looks. So you're going to go back and forth, all the way to the end of the paper. In the kit, there will also be a pipe cleaner. And when I did mine, I cut mine in half. So the pipe cleaner will be twice as long. But you don't need all of it, because what you're going to do is once your paper is all folded, you'll gather it together, put the pipe cleaner right in the middle, and twist it together. So you have to pretend that mine is all folded like this. You go back and forth a little bit more. Then you put the pipe cleaner around. Squeeze it a little bit in the middle and put the pipe cleaner on. Tie the pipe cleaner off so the paper doesn't move around, and then you can trim the extra pieces of pipe cleaner off if you need to. And then this is the next part. It is a little bit tricky, but I'm sure you can do it. You just have to, again, move slowly and just be very gentle with the paper. But you see, remember you had 6 or 7 or 8 pieces of paper? Well, what you're going to do now is sort of separate them from one another. They're all gathered together, but first you'll pull up one piece, then you'll pull up the next piece, and so on and so on. And you'll do that on both sides. See, here's where the pipe cleaner is in the middle. And when you're finished and you're fluffed it up, you won't even be able to see the pipe cleaner anymore. And if you would like, you can decorate, you can put this outside as long as it's protected. If you have a porch where you can hang it at the back of the porch where it's less likely to get rained on, you could decorate if you're having a party outside, or, just decorate for your adventures. So if you wanted to make more, you could make a garland of these. You could hang them up like that and decorate with these flowers, these paper flowers. There will also be in your kit some origami to make these butterflies. Here's the head of the butterfly. Here are the wings. So these are pretty easy to make. I had to use a little bit of tape on mine to tape down the head. But otherwise, you can just fold them. And if you would like, you can make one more fold on the wings to make your wings look a little more rounded, or you can always trim it with scissors if you would rather. But when you have your piece of paper, the first thing you will do is fold it very carefully. And again, this is one where you want to be precise and try to make all your folds as neat as possible. You will fold it to make a triangle, and then open it up and fold it the other way to make a triangle. So you're going corner to corner one way, corner to corner the other way. And then you will open it up and then make it into rectangles. So you'll fold from the top to the bottom, open it up, and then fold it to make a rectangle going side to side like that. And then once you have that, you've got those folds going every way. So it'll be a little bit easier to do the next step, which is to make a triangle. And how you will do that is you kind of bend one side in and even it up to make a triangle that way. And then you fold this other end in and crease that down to make a triangle that way. So essentially, you're taking two parts and folding those toward the middle. So it's going to, there goes my flashlight. So it'll meet like this. And then you'd hold that with one hand. Although again, it would be easier if you're doing this on the table, but just so I can show you, you bring the two middle parts of your square in, hold those, and then you'll smooth down a triangle in front of it, and there'll be a triangle behind it, like that. And then you'll turn it so you have the flat part of the triangle at the top. And then you will bring down, there's two pieces here. You'll bring the front one down like this to make one of the wings, and the other side down like that. There we go. To make the wings, so you're bringing the two outside corners down to the bottom. And then what you'll need to do is take this bottom part and bring it up and around to the back. So you still have the flat part at the top. You'll take all of the bottom paper and fold it up like this. And then you'll have these extra points, two points at the top. So what you will do to make the head is just take the front point, for when you're looking at me, it's the one that's closer to you, the one in the front, and bend it down like that. And that will be the butterfly's head. And then you'll take these other two parts and you'll bring those down, and those will be the butterfly's wings. I think I made my head a little bit too big, so let me do it like that. So here's the head, here are the wings, and then if you would like to curve them a little, you just bend those in a little bit too. If you'd like pointy wings, you can have pointy wings, however you want your butterfly to look. Bend those up a little bit. If you need to tape the head down to make it stay down, you can do that too. And then your easy origami butterflies ready to fly. So you can make origami butterfly adventures all summer long too. thanks you very much for watching. If you can come in and get a kit, please come down to the children's room. And it is thanks to our great friends at WQED Education and Clearview Federal Credit Union that we are able to bring these kits to you. So I thank them very, very, very much for letting us do Inquire Within programs. And I thank you very much for watching. I thank you for going on the Inquire Within journey with us at the library too. So thank you, friends. Thank you to friends at WQED Education. Thank you, friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. And I will see you next month in July. We'll do another Inquire Within adventure this summer. So thank you, everybody. Bye.